Thank you everyone for coming. My name is Morgan Berman. I'm the founder and CEO of Milk Crate, and tonight we're going to be talking about nonprofit innovation. We're going to do some case studies, talk about different technology you can use to help with engagement, tracking, metrics, and sponsorship. And the agenda, we're going to first talk about what are the problems and stats around digital engagement and what is Milk Crate doing about it. We're going to go over an example of free content for audience growth and how to build your own funnel. We're going to talk about, and in the purple are the specific technologies we're going to touch on and different products that you can use. So boosted ads, lead quiz, intercom, Calendly, MailChimp, and Zapier we're going to talk about. We're going to go over some case studies of gamification for audience engagement. We're going to talk about the Cultural Alliance and El Concilio, and actually instead of Read by Fourth, we're going to talk about Springside Chestnut Hill Academy. And we're going to go over a video making tool as well as Milk Crate. And then we're going to talk about how to grow and monetize your audience with Google Ads and Milk Crate. All right? So, number one, why does all of this matter? Organizations are struggling with engagement, tracking impact, and monetizing their audience. And these are screenshots of actually one of our clients, the Committee of 70's website on the left. They've got 26 click here to do this calls to action on one page of their website. That's a lot of requests of you, the viewer, the user. And then over on the right, we have a screenshot of their most important social media post of the year, the voter guide. That is their reason for being as an organization, is to disseminate this information. But unfortunately, of the 6,500 followers they have, because of Facebook's algorithm, only 25 people like this. Now, that's not their fault. That's how social media is rigged. You have to pay to reach your audience. And this is a really expensive and inefficient way for an organization to try and get the word out about stuff they want people to do. And just some data to back that up from Pew Research. This is actually data around mobile engagement and specifically the usage of smartphones and any cell phone by different demographic breakdowns. And you can see how incredibly strong smartphone usage is now. You might be surprised to realize that in the 50 to 64 range, 73% of people have a smartphone. It is no longer the case where your parents or your peers are not as tech phone savvy or smartphone savvy as you would think. And this is even more important in low-income populations where adults who don't have broadband at home, which is a good indicator that they're lower income because they don't have a setup for Wi-Fi and a computer, they are increasingly more likely to be relying on a smartphone as their main way of getting online. So, a little bit about Milk Crate, just to give you some context. We help our clients grow, engage, and monetize their audience so that they can reach their mission with their own customized app. We built a platform that makes it easy and affordable to churn out customized apps for nonprofits. This is just a quick little video.
Meet Jamie, a program director at an organization on a mission to make the world a better place. His organization has a large audience of program participants, supporters, and sponsors. He's always struggling to do his job with a limited budget. He needs better tools for communicating and tracking participation to reach his goals. After listening to lots of people like Jamie, Milk Crate has developed an award-winning platform that helps impact-driven organizations engage, motivate, and track their users. Like Jamie, you can launch your very own app in weeks, not months, for a tiny fraction of the cost. How does it work? Well, Jamie's organization gets their own customizable mobile app with features that fit their mission, like events, articles, surveys, videos, a map of places to visit, and challenges to complete. His app instantly engages users with content and trackable activities. Jamie and his team manage all this using a simple online dashboard. Jamie can send push notifications directly into people's hands. Notifications can be friendly reminders, big announcements, donation requests, or automatic check-in prompts. They have 7 times the click rate of emails. Engagement is fueled by gamification, as users earn points by completing activities that further Jamie's mission. With the ability to collect more data about what people are doing, now Jamie's organization can unlock new grant funding by showing real impact. Want to see what your own app made by Milk Crate can do for your organization? Request a free demo now at www.milkcrate.tech.
Okay. So, again, this is who we are and what we do. We specifically are building customizable apps for organizations so that they can engage and track their impact. We work with a wide range of clients that cover a lot of different causes and areas of impact, everything from membership groups to environmental organizations and youth programs. We're going to be working with a wonderful library client soon. So very wide range of organizations that can benefit from this. These are some of the features that our clients are picking from when we show them all the different templated things that they can have. So a map, events calendar, poll questions, video. There's many more, but these are kind of the core ones. And then there's the client dashboard where they can manage their users, add new activities, see reports, and create sponsored content to generate revenue for the organization. So that's what we do. I'm going to specifically talk now about how to grow your audience. Something that you all probably saw as a part of the lead up to this workshop was going to our website and completing a leadership archetype assessment. Who saw that? Yeah, awesome. So we created this assessment in part to help you with actually understanding your leadership archetype and to give you that content, but it's actually also kind of a lead in to teaching you about how we created these archetypes based on existing ones, but to also teach you about how to build leads and to generate new audience members for your organization. So creating this kind of free content can be an incredibly powerful tool that every day we get new people signing up, giving us their information, answering questions, and becoming kind of a relationship with us. Going from someone we've never talked to now someone we have your contact information and we understand some really crucial things about you. And that helps us build a relationship. So for a school or for a nonprofit or for a company, this can be a really powerful way for you to build your audience. And the way that we did this, so these are some stats. So this was taken very early on after we launched our free leadership archetype assessment. We had 22,000 impressions on this thing, and that was just in the beginning. And we've probably almost gotten over 1,000 qualified leads at pennies per person. It's a very effective tool because people want that. If you can make really good content, and we'll talk about how to do that, it can be a really powerful way to pull people into your organization and convert them to whatever you're trying to convert them to. A new student, a new member, a donor, whatever it is your organization is trying to do more of. So these are the tools that we use to build our free content. Now, yours might be different, and if you have questions, we can talk about this in the Q&A. But basically, we created ads. We spent $250 on LinkedIn, $250 on Facebook, and then we used our existing MailChimp list of about 10,000 people to send this out to. And we used Lead Quiz to actually create that content on our website. We embedded it into our Squarespace page. And then we used Intercom to create different funnels. If you answered the questions this way, that means you are a this, and you're going to get this email. And then once you get that email, you're going to get this email. And then you're going to get this email, and it creates a drip campaign. So it feels like someone's taking the time to follow up with you, but in fact, it's an automated process. And then in the final email, there is an ask to schedule a time with me or someone from my team. And that uses a system called Calendly that makes it easy to schedule an appointment. So this is a really great flow for taking someone from just someone on your website to now you're having a conversation, and along the way you've collected information about them. Okay. So these are those tips for how to build that engaging content, and this is something I wish I had seen before we built ours, but we have it now. So these are 7 tips on how to build that lead magnet, that free content that you can offer on your website or in some other location that you manage. The first is it needs to solve a real problem. If your lead magnet doesn't solve a real problem that your customer avatar or persona has, or if it doesn't give them something they really want, it won't work at all. So our target customer as an organization is a leader or someone in a leadership role at a mission-driven organization. So we tailored our content to be something that would attract them, wanting to know what kind of leader am I. So your content has to similarly speak to your target audience. It has to promise one quick win. So for us it was, you're gonna get your results. You're gonna know who you are. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Being super specific. Don't create a lead magnet about something in general. The more specific you are and the benefit, the better it will be. Quick to digest. A PDF checklist tends to convert really well because they're so quick and easy to digest. Ebooks or lengthy reports might be overwhelming. So for us, I think it was 8 simple questions, and then you get your type. It's pretty simple. Having a high value. It needs perceived and actual high value. So we spent real time working with real experts to figure out how do we make this a real assessment so that when people get the results, they go, that was right, that's me. And we got those emails. It confirmed to us that like the results that you are getting, they do reflect you as a leader. And then we've spent even more time adding the resources, the videos, the articles, the things that might help you as a leader even more at the end. So that kind of like little packet of next steps of content for you to help you. So we spent the time to research really high quality content to share with you, again, for free. Instantly accessible. Your lead magnet will work best if it's something that can be delivered right away. Now, we had a little trouble with this because Intercom wasn't always sending out the emails right away, and that was something that we really struggled with. So Miranda's put in a lot of time exploring other drip campaign software that we can use to make it so that I don't get another email that says, I didn't get my results. That was really painful, so you don't want to have that problem. And finally, it demonstrates your expertise. So you want it to have a connection to what it is you claim you're good at. So at Milk Crate, we claim that we're really good at engagement and at metrics and at monetization. And this leadership archetype assessment is exactly that. We're engaging you, we're collecting data on you, and we're turning you into a prospective customer. And so by doing those three things, we're proving you we know what we're doing. So you have to do the same thing when you create your content. Miranda? She's gonna present the next little chunk.
Hello, everyone. So just like Morgan was saying, we've been kind of going through this like transition phase if we want to be using Intercom for everything. Intercom also is a system that you can use on the far right bottom of your website. So it engages customers, potential customers, and then people who are actually talking to you as clients. So you can chat back and forth with people, and you know, Ed's like looking at Chelsea because he uses it to talk with Chelsea. But what is interesting is that Intercom is a new system, and it has its quirks. So we're going back to MailChimp for some parts of our drip campaign, and one thing that makes MailChimp nice is that you can use merge tags to create different content within one email, but only part of it shows up. So when you take the leadership assessment, the results are automatically put in at the end of the assessment, and that is sent to MailChimp, and it tells you, oh, this person is a visionary, or they are a maestro. And so that content is going to appear in the email rather than the other content. So it kind of gets you to alter it, and you can add in even more things. Like one thing we just added was, are you coming to one of our workshops? Well, we can add a little fun part at the end that says, P.S., we're looking forward to seeing you at the workshop. And the way that we've been connecting all of these tools together is through another tool called Zapier. So it allows you to take all of that data that we pulled from LeadQuiz and put it into MailChimp or Intercom quickly without there being any human time spent right then and there. So you get your, emails right after you take the lead quiz.
Yeah, so we're still learning, and this was one of the big things we had to improve in our system, so we want you to benefit from our lesson. So how to engage your audience. So this next section, this has been a really fun one. So how many of you have heard that video is the best way to engage people, better than photos and text, right? And then you go, wait, how do I make video? And that can be really time-consuming and expensive. So we were very pleased when we stumbled upon a product called Beyond, and this is like our secret weapon. We love this thing. We pay $80 a month, and we churn out the best looking little animated videos with very little effort, and we're really pleased with it. So those videos we showed you, we built that one video, and we're going to show you a couple more. We did that using Beyond, and we have interns and staff, spend a few hours, and suddenly we've got something that looks like it took a professional weeks. So highly recommend this as a way to build those videos. Like I said, on our YouTube channel, you can see a whole bunch of the ones that we've made for our clients. It's one of the things we just currently include when we build an app for a client is we make them a video that's like, this is how they benefited. Because then they get to promote their success, and then we get kind of to ride on the coattails of that. So here's another video. This is
On April 6th, the Greater Philadelphia
clients.
Cultural Alliance and Milk Crate launched the Stamp by Milk Crate app. This app allows teens in Philadelphia to access 21 local museums for free. Stamp participants have relied on a paper card mailed to their house by the staff, but over 30% reported losing their card. Now the staff can save valuable time skipping that tedious task, because the students can always access the app. With the help of Milk Crate, the Stamp Pass is now digital, which makes it easier for students to access these learning opportunities. The Stamp app serves as a free pass for teenagers to visit the various educational attractions of Philadelphia. It also allows the Cultural Alliance to track their visitors, measure engagement, and see the impact they are having on the community. If you have a program that needs to engage an audience like Stamp did, visit our website and book a free demo to learn how your Milk Crate app can help you reach your mission.
All right, so we're going to just do a couple case studies just so you can see a bit more about what we do around engagement for our clients. So like you saw in the video, the Cultural Alliance launched an app called Stamp for their students to engage them in going to museums around the city. And 31% had been losing the pass, and now they have it at their fingertips all the time because those kids are not going to lose their phones, hopefully. And this is just a little quote from Michael Norris, who we worked with to make that happen. So you can see there's the list of the museums and the map, and the kids can click on one museum, learn about it, click the check-in button, and through the GPS of the phone, they can check in and get points. They can write reviews, like Gianna wrote, absolutely, this is at the Mutter Museum, absolutely amazing. The hair exhibit was very interesting, along with the jars of literal babies. So if you've ever been to the Mutter Museum, you know there's a lot of gross stuff in there. So she enjoyed that. And then, they've got all the rest of the poll questions and videos, and they have a leaderboard where they can see who's earning the most points going to the most museums. And so finally, this organization has the data they've always wanted to have about how engaged is their target demographic. One other video to show you.
Concilio, the Council of Spanish-Speaking Organizations of Philadelphia, is the oldest Latino organization in the city. They are dedicated to cultivating the strength and resilience of Latino families and providing a voice for their community around issues impacting children and families, while also being a catalyst for maintaining and celebrating their cultural heritage and history. Concilio is a nonprofit organization that provides free programmatic services to the community, including foster care, adoption services, housing, immunization, and after-school programs, to more than 12,000 people annually, earning them a reputation as a leader of family services for the community. With the help of Milk Crate, Concilio has launched an app to better reach the members of their community. Their customized app allows community members to earn points by attending different events, volunteering, completing surveys, or donating to the organization. Points can be redeemed for rewards, so the more members engage, the more rewards they earn. Community members can also use the app to learn about Concilio's programs and services, volunteer opportunities, and register for their community events, such as their annual Hispanic Fiesta. If you have a program or organization that
You've heard that part. So just again, a little bit about Concilio. They're an amazing organization. We were really proud to launch their app a few weeks ago. And they have this wonderful strategy where they have really fun cultural events year-round, where you come and you listen to music and you eat food and there's programming. But then year-round, they offer really important human services. So the idea is you come for the Puerto Rican Day Parade, and then once you download the app or you sign up for the newsletter or whatever, you then get asked to become a foster parent. And so it's this really wonderful combination of pulling people in with something fun and easy to commit to, and then once you've got them engaged, you're like, okay, now let's do the important work together. Let's sign the petition. Let's go volunteer for this, park cleanup or whatever it is they're trying to get people to do that month. So it's a really wonderful strategy that they already had, and then they're just using technology to make it even more accessible and widespread. Final case study of the night, Springside Chestnut Hill Academy. So the challenge here was how to get SCH students to become more of a community by supporting one another at events and games. And the solution was to get students involved in creating their own app. And this is something that we've been figuring out how the best recipe is still being tweaked, but showing to showcase different events and activities students can participate in is kind of the main structure of the app right now, with a healthy dose of competition where they earn points for going to more games and more shows and things like that. So this is an app that's now available to all students in the school. And I just did a little we don't have a video yet, but we do have this recording just so you can see me opening the app on my phone and walking you through some of it. So when you download it, these are the screens that show you what the app is for. You create an account, the home page where you can check out what's going on with events on campus, different games and other events. You can comment and check in or register. You could pin it to your pinned things you want to see later. Other links, browse by category, different activities you might want to do. These are my pinned activities of things I do regularly. This is the activity feed and all the trending activities of what's popular amongst the kids. I can like what someone's doing. Soon I'll be able to comment and post content. And my profile page and my team. All right. So, let's talk about money. Driving mission-driven organizations to earn revenue like a social enterprise by tracking impact and monetizing their audience. This comes from my own work in the nonprofit world and then our role as a B Corp, as a business, and basically trying to take what we've learned about business as a force for good in the world and helping mission-driven organizations think about money and monetization like a business. And so what that looks like is things like helping clients sign up for the Google Ad Grant program. Has anyone ever heard of this? Probably not, except for Weston, because I make him do it all the time. So this is an incredible opportunity that Google offers but doesn't promote nearly well enough for nonprofits to get up to $50,000 a month in free advertising. Yeah, wow. And so the way that we think about this is if you get this program, well, step one is you need an audience, right? This kind of came up in some of the things we just talked about. If you're putting out content but it's not to a direct person, if you don't know who your audience is, if you don't have an audience, it's kind of hard to get content out there. But once you have that audience and you sign up for a Google Ad Grant program and you can create ads like this in the top right-hand corner, that's an opportunity to start generating sponsorship dollars, because now you can say, this ad brought to you by, and you get to sell that call out, that sponsorship, to an organization that wants to be associated with your brand. You're not paying for this ad, Google's paying for it, but you get to charge someone else for it. And so this is a really wonderful technique for nonprofits to be able to make money on something that's incredibly valuable that they didn't have to pay for. And so the way we think about this is for our clients to download our app or donate to our cause or something like that, but it can be used in a lot of different ways. The other one is obviously with if you have an app or you have some other kind of real estate that you can put a sponsor on. So the thing on the left, a poster, that's something that most organizations have figured out. Be our title sponsor for our gala or our 5K or whatever. Finding a way to translate that digitally to something like the co-sponsor of our app, where the app is brought to you by, or some other piece of real estate, digital or physical, that you own where you can have a sponsor. And then being able to justify those grant dollars, being able to track impact with proven data around how many people did the thing that you were funded to get them to do. What kind of delta did you create in behavior outcomes? Being able to prove that in some really verifiable way that gets tracked, preferably in a scalable way, is really important. And that's one of the reasons why we do what we do, is so we can provide that data so that the dashboard analytics of what's happening in your community with your users can back up justifying those grant dollars. So we've got some webinars coming up that are going to take a deeper dive into some of these topics. So if you want to learn more about this kind of stuff, I encourage you to go to our website, milkrate.tech/webinar, to reserve your spot. We're going to be releasing those dates soon. And then we are going to be having our next, this is the one that we're having right now. We're going to be having more of these. This is our first one out in the suburbs. The ones that are booked for the rest of the year downtown. We're partnering with UArts and CultureWorks for our next one, and then a couple others that are slated, right? Saxby's is going to be this year, and then a couple others that are in the works for early 2019. So you've already gotten to hear all this great stuff, but your colleagues probably don't know a lot of these tools and a lot of these tips and tricks, so please keep an eye out for the next workshop and share it with people that you know that might benefit from this content. Thank you so much to the people who helped create the leadership assessment. You might recognize one of them in the back. And the people who helped convene the audience that we've been building as we do these workshops now throughout the Philadelphia area over the last couple months. So we're going to